Hi folks, I have pheasants in my garden this morning. Mom and her 5 little chicks. The neighbor said they've been picking at his ripe tomatoes, so I'm going to keep my eye on them. There they go. They're very skittish. See if I can spot them again. Oh, there's Mom going into the potatoes. No, she's not going to stay still for me. Oh, she's leaving. Taking her chicks into someone else's vegetable garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them. There they go. She'll be back. I'll just do a quick update of the garden. It's August 16th. Pole beans are almost done. We picked a bucket full last night. They did very well. These little tomatoes are just starting to ripen up. There must be a later variety. Some of my others, I cut a lot of leaves off last night, try to encourage things to ripen up. And I also topped them, cut the top off. I may cut the rest of the flowers off too. My beets and Swiss chard did really well this year. The onions have all been pulled. There's a few of them drying. Some of them have already been put away. They're not as big as they usually get. The variety stir on. I was a little disappointed, but it was so hot this year and dry. But still, there's a good crop. The cabbage and cauliflower really like it in this spot. Just enough shade, just enough sun. No bugs, no worms. Lovely. My lettuces never did get set out. They just grew in the pots, but they did really well. I think I'll pick that one for today. That row of beans under the tree, nah, not so good. But the tree roots are taking all the nourishment. There'll be a few beans. Next year I'll make sure I don't plant beans underneath the tree. If I do plant anything here, it'll be things in pots. The carrots in a pot, I haven't taken them out yet. I'm going to leave them till the end. I tipped out a couple of pots of my potatoes. They weren't really big, but they're nice and clean. We ate them, they were good. The cucumbers, well, they're going crazy. They just love climbing up this fence. We've had quite a few already and given quite a few away. The second row of beans almost done now. I'm getting tired of eating beans. I did some canning. I canned up a few jars, I think 10 jars of beans. I don't know if I'll bother freezing them. I don't care for them frozen. My peppers in the little bag. I'm going to get a few. And the one in the pot also. I don't like them green, so I'm going to let them turn red if I can avoid the frost. But in the pot, at least I can set them in the garage if it's going to be a frosty night. This is my tumbling Tom. It got so heavy that a large branch broke off. What a shame. But it had a lot of fruit on it, so I just hung it up in the garage and it's ripening there. But some of them are starting to ripen now. My husband nicked the first one yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to taste it. There's a lot on there. Won't be long. This is a volunteer tomato that grew in the flower pot. I had mixed some compost in with some peat moss and vermiculite, but there must have been a seed in the compost. And this grew there, so I'm just going to let it grow for fun to see what happens. As it's in a pot, I'll be able to protect it from the frost. My daylilies are pretty much done. Just the odd one left. The cosmos getting very tall. I love that foliage. The sedum is going to put on a real good show this year. Plants are huge. Few potted plants. Another sedum, very, very big. I trimmed back this daylily. It was all done. My clematis is almost finished. Here's the sunflower that was attacked by the ants. It is very, very tall. I would say that it's about 8 feet tall now. So I'll take another shot later on, maybe in a week or two once the flower comes up. That's all for now. See you later.